Hello, I'm back for some more Listen with Rachel. I'm reading from Magnificent Midlife, Transform Your Middle Years, Menopause and Beyond. And this week, while I'm doing this, and it may go on after this week, but at the moment, because it's Thanksgiving, happy Thanksgiving if you're celebrating, and because it's Black Friday tomorrow after Thanksgiving, I am doing a special discount, and you can go to magnificentmidlife.com/book and you can get the ebook or the audiobook of this that I'm going to be reading from for just $1. That's about 75p, I think, something like that, if you work in pounds and pence. So go over there, get your copy. But what I'm doing this week is I'm reading little bits from it. It's Listen with Rachel rather than Listen with Mother, if you remember Listen with Mother. And I thought, what better way to introduce people to my book than by actually reading from it. And so I'm going to need my specs, because I can't see very well without them. And I'm just going to do my quick intro to the book about what's going on in it, right? So it's in 3 parts. And part 1 is Crisis, What Crisis? Unpicking Old Narratives. So that's old narratives about how women age, how we respond to midlife, how we respond to menopause, finding inspiration for changing beliefs from different cultures and traditions. There's quite a lot of research in this section. Then part 2 is Embracing Menopause, where I basically give you all the information that I've learned since I went through early menopause at 41, which was quite a long time ago now. And then part 3 is Looking Forward, and that's where I take you through the process that I take my one-to-one mentoring clients through, pretty much, not exactly, but it's pretty much similar anyway, where you can learn more about yourself and work out what you want to do to create your own magnificent next chapter, okay? Because this book is about not just making midlife okay, it's about making it magnificent, because I think we deserve to have a magnificent midlife and beyond, right? So today, because it's Thanksgiving, I have several references to gratitude in here, and a gratitude practice, a regular gratitude practice, and I try to do that on a daily basis, just write down things that I'm grateful for. And it's really transformative because it just puts a positive slant on the day, I find. But there wasn't enough in here about gratitude for me to read just about gratitude. So I'm going to read about how we can question our thoughts, and this is about new beginnings. So this is from the 3rd section, Evolving Possibilities, exploring possibilities for your future. Okay? So, here we go. If you're sitting comfortably, then I shall begin. In much the same way as I suggested you could trick yourself into feeling more confident, I'd like you to regularly question your thoughts, and especially any limiting beliefs, like those thoughts and opinions you have that stop you from moving forward. Be aware of what you think day to day. Catch yourself if you think, I'm too old to do this, or I'm too old to wear that. Be curious about why you have those thoughts. Where did they come from? Can you pull them apart and establish whether there is any credibility in them at all? If there's something you want to do, but you've already discounted your ability to do it, revisit it without those limiting beliefs. We've already seen that how we feel about aging affects how fast we age, both mentally and physically. So really try to be aware of your thoughts each day. Keep a journal to note them down. The whole premise of a wonderful book, The Art of Possibility by Benjamin and Rosalind Zander, is to think about all the things that may be possible without any limitations. It provides a tool set to enable you to think in a way unfettered by reality. My husband started giving copies of it to everyone. I recently gave one to my son. It's the book I wish I'd read 30 years ago. Back then, I was still living my life in a straitjacket. I didn't know I could imagine and potentially create many different kinds of life for myself. As I've gotten older, I've come to accept that our thoughts really do create our reality. So do your best to think thoughts that are going to help you move forward rather than hold you back, so you can become who you were always meant to be. There's a follow-up book to Art of Possibility called Pathways to Possibility, which is equally illuminating. If we're open to possibility, we can recreate ourselves whenever we like. If we're willing to change our mindset. In this second book, Rosamund Zander writes, "You can change your story at any time to be better adapted to the magnificent flow of the way things are, and the world will reflect the change in you, opening doors and showing you a path to where you want to go and what you want to do." This outlook gives rise to joy, love, and gratitude, leaving room for fear only in circumstances where feeling fear will mobilize you best to avoid an immediate threat to life and limb. A truck bearing down on you, for instance, not the prospect of losing someone's affection or being fired from your job. Years ago, I'd have thought this idea that just by changing your thinking, your life could change too completely woo-woo. Experience has taught me to be more open to the power of my own thought in moulding my life experience. To see how effective your thoughts can be, you just need to see how positive thinking and visualization are used by top athletes to help them secure gold. We can all create new realities. We all have every right to want to create a life that is meaningful for us. So I'd like you to start thinking about what you want from life and who you want to become. In the spirit of the art of possibility, I want you to open yourself up to absolutely anything. So there you go. That's a third snippet from Magnificent Midlife, Transform Your Middle Years, Menopause and Beyond. I'm enjoying doing this Listen with Rachel. What do you think? Do you like it? Well, I'm getting some hearts. That's very nice. Jenyada says change thinking is the key. Absolutely. And but it took me an awfully long time to realise that. I don't know. I wish some of these things I wish I'd learnt them a lot younger. So that's why actually, if you have younger people that you think would read this, I know it says Magnificent Midlife, people don't want to admit they're in midlife, but you know, I think it's relevant for all women because the thing on the back is be prepared, not scared. So I want to completely change all of the narratives about midlife, menopause and aging so that we can become the magnificent creatures we are instead of holding ourselves back. So happy Thanksgiving. And you know, my little Thanksgiving gift, I know they do gifts on Thanksgiving, but my little Thanksgiving gift is the discount. So you can get this wondrous book for just $1. Can't give you the paperback, I'm afraid, because that has to come through Amazon. But if you go to my website, magnificentmidlife.com/book, choose the ebook or the audiobook, go through to checkout and put in the code Black Friday, all caps, Black Friday, and you will get the book for as near as damn it $1. Okay? So enjoy and take some time to work out what's possible for your life. Today I interviewed a wonderful, wonderful woman for the podcast, and it won't be going live till the new year. But this is a woman who, Christina DeVatis, and she's an obstetrician and gynecologist, and she has just launched her first album at the age of 46. And she, to me, is the epitome of embracing possibility, because 3 years ago, she didn't even know this was a dream of hers. But she sat down and she thought about it and she did the work, some of which is what I talk about in here, doing the work, sitting down, being open to possibility. And then, she is still a gynecologist, but she's scaled back what she does. She's doing it in a slightly different way. She's not working in a hospital anymore. And, someone says, love your podcast. Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. Christina's coming up in the new year, so that'll be really good. And you can listen to her album on Spotify. It's called Overdue, which I think is wonderful because it's got sort of the gynecological pregnancy overdue, but it's also overdue in her life in terms of, starting to sing. Isn't that amazing? Taught herself guitar, took singing lessons, did the work to work out what she wanted to do. and then did the work to make it happen. Anyway, I'm waffling now, so I will go, but happy Thanksgiving, and thank you for hanging out with me, and yeah, get the book. Bye now.